Perspectives.
Anafram Market Perspectives, Monday Preview, Fed Watch, Buffett's Exit, and Tariff Turbulence. Markets look for direction. Welcome back to Anafram Market Perspectives. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your alerts, because this week could define the next phase of market momentum. Let's take a look at what's moving markets this Monday and what could drive sentiment throughout the week. Markets at the open, Monday, May 5th. After last month's tariff-induced tumble, the market has almost completed its rebound. The S&P 500 climbed 1.47% on Friday. Dow Jones gained 1.39%. The Nasdaq surged over 3.4% last week. The bounce has erased most of the steep losses triggered by Trump's Liberation Day, though the S&P still sits about 7% below its all-time high. What's moving the market Apple is the outlier, down 3.74% and dragging the consumer electronics sector, while most of tech is rallying. Meta surged 4.34% and Microsoft rose 2.3% after bullish earnings and higher CapEx guidance. Google and Nvidia both added around 2%, fueling more AI enthusiasm. Tesla is flat, hitting resistance at its 200-day moving average. Financials are strong. Visa, JP Morgan, and Berkshire Hathaway are leading the charge. Energy is mixed, weighed down by crude's drop to $58.29. Meanwhile, the 10-year Treasury yield ticked up to 4.32%, a sign that hopes for rate cuts are now pushed to July. Mood check volatility has cooled, at least for now. But under the surface, markets remain fragile and reactive to any surprises from the Fed or new developments in trade policy. Spotlight, Trump's tariff pause. We're now 4 weeks into Trump's 90-day tariff pause. So far, tariffs on countries other than China are on hold. There are hints of de-escalation. China may enter talks on fentanyl, and U.S. officials suggest deals are in progress. Warren Buffett, in his farewell speech as Berkshire CEO, called tariffs a poor economic weapon. Takeaway: if there's no deal by July, markets could relive the April shock. Investors should stay prepared for another volatility spike. Economic calendar. What to watch: Monday markets in China, Japan, and the UK are closed. In the US, ISM services PMI, employment, and pricing data are in focus. Tuesday key trade numbers, Atlanta Fed GDP now estimate, and Eurozone PMIs could reveal continued weakness. Wednesday, all eyes on the Fed. No rate changes expected, but the language around future cuts will matter. Crude inventories and consumer credit also do. Thursday, jobless claims, productivity, and Bank of England's rate decision are key. The BOE is expected to hold at 4.25%. Friday, Canada's jobs report and China's CPI, PPI, and trade data close the week. Earnings to watch. Weekly themes. Monday, Palantir leads the pack. Also reporting, Vertex, Cummins, Ford, and Williams. Tuesday, eyes on AMD, Arista, Ferrari, and Marriott. Also watch Zoetis and Constellation Energy. Wednesday, a blockbuster day. Uber, Disney, Fortinet, DoorDash, and Novo Nordisk all report. Thursday, Toyota, Shopify, McKesson, Mercado Libre, and energy giants like ConocoPhillips are on deck. Friday, Enbridge, Nippon, Ubiquiti, and a flood of Chinese economic data will shape Friday's close. VIX, volatility gauge. The VIX has dropped to 22.60, down over 4% on Friday. That's a long way from April's spike near 45. Takeaway: traders are back in risk-on mode, but positioning data suggests caution. With commercials going net short and retail traders jumping back in, any disappointment on data or tariffs could reverse sentiment quickly. Bonus section, ETF and stock picks. Let's close with 3 standout trade ideas this week: 1 ETF and 2 stocks with compelling setups and earnings catalysts. ETF Spotlight. Expanded tech software sector software is leading the market, and this ETF is breaking out. It's trading well above the Ichimoku cloud, with a rising MACD supporting bullish momentum. Microsoft and Palantir are helping power this move. Takeaway: if you want exposure to the AI and cloud surge without betting on a single name, This ETF is a strong swing trade candidate. Watch Palantir's earnings for confirmation. Stock Focus 1. Palantir. After climbing over 10% last week, Palantir is testing a breakout at 125. The chart shows strong momentum above the cloud with a MACD on the rise. Takeaway: with earnings tonight, this stock is hot, ideal for momentum traders, but if you're not in already, wait for a breakout with volume before jumping in. Stock Focus 2. Uber reports Wednesday. It's been trending higher, supported by bullish Ichimoku signals in a steady MACD. The market is expecting a big move, about 6% in either direction. Takeaway: this is a classic pre-earnings swing play. Strong results in mobility or delivery could send it higher. Consider playing with tight risk controller options. Final takeaways. The Fed takes center stage this week. Guidance, not action, will move markets. Trump's tariffs are on pause but not resolved. Brace for renewed volatility in July. AI, software, and tech are showing leadership. Watch for follow-through in Palantir, Uber, and the broader software sector. And while the VIX is falling, sentiment is still fragile. One surprise could turn the tide. Let us know what you're tracking. Are you leaning into the rally or holding back for clarity? Join us Friday for the Anafram market recap, how the Fed moved markets, the week's biggest earnings surprises, 2 fresh trade ideas heading into mid-May. Thanks for tuning in. This is Anafram Market Perspectives. Stay informed, stay strategic.
Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and share this with others. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives.